Hi, I'm Danny with eTrailer, and today we're going to take a look at, and I'm going to show you how to install the Thule WingBar Evo Crossbar on our 2023 Honda HR-V. Getting roof rack for your Honda is a great idea because it's going to allow you to use a ton of different accessories on the top of your vehicle, like maybe a cargo carrier for a long trip, or a bike rack or kayak rack. Now, if you decide to get these for your Honda, please let us know in a review or comment how you were liking them and what you're using them for. So we have three main components here. So we're going to have the crossbar, followed by the tower, and then we're going to have this rubber pad and bracket, and that's going to be part of your fit kit. You will need all three of these components for this to work on your vehicle. As far as getting your accessory in the crossbar here, it's very simple. You just rotate this end cap here and it reveals your T-slot. Now this does have weather stripping built in, and on some other roof racks we have, you have to actually cut your weather stripping, and this one allows you to put many different accessories on and still have your weather stripping. You have a lot of room between the top of your vehicle and the top of the crossbar, so clamp-on accessories will work with this as well. These crossbars are 53 inches long, and they do stick out a little bit from the vehicle. Both of these are about 3 to 3.5 inches outside of the tower. Now that is important for some accessories like kayak carriers and roof boxes, because you want those to be closer to your vehicle for easy access. As far as looks go, these do look pretty good for a naked style roof rack. They do have these brackets that go down on your door trim here, but that's pretty unavoidable with the naked style. Now, with the rubber padding, you can see that there is a little bit of a gapping, but it's mostly flush. And if I just shake this around, you can see it is not going to go anywhere. Now, these towers do come with a cover, and you can lock them on this side, and now they won't come off. And you can use a coin or a screwdriver or anything that you can put in that slot. Now, you can upgrade these to a metal core, and those will come with a set of keys. I'll go ahead and give you a couple measurements you may need to know. So from the top of your Honda here to the bottom of your rail is going to be about 3 inches. So that's good enough space to put a clamping accessory on. Now the next measurement is from the top to the top of the crossbar here, which is roughly around 4 inches. So that's good to know. If you put a cargo box up here or a different accessory, you can add that to this height, and you should know if you're going to be able to safely go in and out of a garage. All in all, I really like the look of this roof rack on this Honda, and if I had these myself, I would keep them on just because it is a little tricky to take them on and off. If you're looking to install these yourself, then follow along and I'll show you how to do it. I went ahead and installed the front crossbar and towers on the vehicle, and I'll go ahead and show you how to do the rear here. So you're going to want to get the part that comes in your fit kit, your rubber pad and the bracket. And at first, we're going to put this bracket in the tower, and you should hear a click, and that's not going to come out, so we know that's good. And then your rubber pad's going to have a tab on the back of it here. And so I'm going to just line that up with the tab on the tower, kind of fold it back over, and then press, make sure the rubber is all around that. Now keep in mind that all these parts are side specific, so it will tell you in the instructions they are all numbered, as well as these brackets. So you're going to want to put these on the corresponding side. Next, I'm going to take the end cap off our crossbar here. Just push down on that tab, wiggle it till it comes out. And it gives you a ruler in these crossbars, and you can actually set this to the specs in the instructions. So this rear one is going to be 40.5, and the front one we set to 43, but those are in the instructions, so that's nice. When I put my tower on, it'll butt up against that. So for my tower, there's these two gray tabs that you can push in, and that will actually push out on the top part of the tower, which will allow you to slide this in where you need to. So I'll push on those tabs, slide this in, up to our ruler. Before we put the rear rail on, I'll go ahead and show you how we got the measurements to where to put the front one. So it will tell you in the instructions that you're going to measure from the top of your windshield, and it's very helpful to get a flexible tape measure to do this. You can do it with a normal tape. This is a little more accurate. And so on these, I measured out 12 5/8 to the edge of our foot here. Now that we got our front one tightened down, we can go ahead and place the rear one. Now you want to make sure that the thicker side is facing forward. That's going to be the front. And I'm going to go ahead and step up here. Place this roughly where we need it. Getting this snug down might be a little tricky. You may have to loosen each side and work it down, but this is how it should look once it's fitting snugly. The rubber should be completely seated on the top of the vehicle, and there's a little notch, you can see there, that will be sitting on the lip here. So now with it loosely on, I'm going to get up here and measure the correct distance. So from the top of our front rail to the front of our back rail is going to be 27 5/8. So I'm going to go ahead and move that to that measurement. Once I got the other side measured to the same measurement, I can go ahead and tighten this down. Now it gives you a tool in the kit, and it will click once it's torqued completely. But this is very important to tighten this side a little bit, and now I'm going to go around to the other side, tighten that a little bit, and go back and forth just so it tightens down evenly. And this is why I recommend going back and forth, tightening each side, because it will move on you and you will get these gaps here. So now I'm going to loosen both sides and get this to seat properly again and tighten them down again. Once you get them pretty tight, it will click, and that now you know that they are torqued down. With both sides torqued down, we can go ahead and put our end cap on and our cover for our tower. Once you get all the covers back in place, you are good to go. And that was a look at the Thule WingBar Evo Crossbars on our Honda HR-V.